I just wanted to get on here to encourage you that the healing process may be disruptive, and I don't want that to stop you or alarm you when you get into these places of discomfort and you start to wonder, am I doing the right thing? Or should I just turn back, right? Like the Israelites began to wonder while they were in that journey to get to the promised land. They began to wonder, they began to think that it was better. Maybe it was better for them when they were in captivity. I just want to encourage you that it wasn't better. The old you, the old identity, it wasn't better. The old life, it wasn't better. It's good that these things have come to the surface so that you can see the lies that you once believed, so that you can see the ways that you were living beneath who God has called you to be, so that you can embrace who He has called you to be, so that you can begin to walk in the things that He's calling you to do. So it may be disruption now, but the end of that is peace and fruit. And as I say that, going back to the Israelites, I'm just reminded of how, yeah, they did wonder if it was better for them when they were in Egypt, when they were in captivity, instead of going forward to the promised land. There were battles along the way that they had to go into. There were giants that were in the land on their way to the promised land. This land that was promised to them still had giants there. But that did not mean that it wasn't still for them, that it wasn't better for them there, because it was. There were things they just had to conquer, right? There were obstacles they had to get over in order to get to the milk and honey. And so, again, I just want to encourage you that the milk and honey is on the other side of the disruption. When the old identity begins to shed and fade away, and you begin to see who God has called you to be, those clues that were there all along the way, that you really were created for more, right? You begin to see the fruit of that. You begin to see the truth of that, right? So when the disruption comes up, take it as evidence that you're on the right track to the promised land, that you're becoming who God has called you to be, who you were already underneath the false identity. So when the disruption comes, don't retreat. Go forward. It's worth it.